Hi, it's Tony Hayes again, Paranormal Investigation UK, and today is still the 29th of December. This is the 5th video that doing of today. Having to get through these as quickly as possible. There's a backlog of some like 30 CCTV alarms now that are in with stuff daily occurring. If I don't do more than 2 or 3 a day, it's going to be weeks, if not months, before I can actually get to clear the backlog really. So I'm looking to rush through these without, I'm going to be careful with that word rush. I need to get through them. Normally I just allocate the mornings to this type of analysis. Over the next few days I'm actually going to commit full days to this because I need to get on top of that. I've reviewed some of the later videos because I do try to stay in the order that the alarms came in. There are some interesting stuff in there, and I don't want to be tempted to jump on them, otherwise everything's going to get disjointed. So I want to do them in order. This particular one again is from the 16th of December, and it's just coming to about 7:30, the 16th. I'm pretty confident it was a Tuesday, was it? It's a Wednesday. About 7:30. There's quite a big jump in there. I can see that blip, so we're probably going to deal with something that's quite loud. So let's see where this takes us. I'm using absolutely no volume whatsoever. EQ's there just in case I need it. So right, okay. Well, that's obviously coming in the first 3 seconds. That's what's triggered the camera alarm. Let's see what frequency we've got there with that. Yeah, it's quite a big base. Let's see what maximum it takes up on normal volumes. Yeah, that's quite a large frequency. What's strange with this is none of the other cameras have picked it up. We must have 8 cameras inside this building monitoring different areas, and I don't know, it just hits you with so much strange stuff. It's quite a bizarre bassy frequency. That's a thump. 16th. The actual camera's installed on the 13th, and it's only till this day, the 16th, that we've had 2 or 3 up to now anyway of captures. So if the door was going to be banging, because they haven't got fire doors in all rooms, were banging, the camera nearer to that would pick it up. They have not. It's only this camera within this false ceiling to the actual roof area. There's no attic. You just in the empty room, just staring straight into the ceiling. Steel frames, you can see there, the thick girders, quite a substantial roof. I don't know. I have no clue what that is. Let's listen to this one all the way through anyway. Very loud. Yet the bottom camera didn't pick it up. Okay. I'm just going to lift the EQ now. So hopefully there's nothing in there that's going to blow my ears off. Another thump. I need to just drop the EQ down. I'm just going to start recording the feedback noise. There. Not quite as loud as the first one. We've not had an awful lot of thuds in this building. Certainly early on, in around about May time of 2020, we did get quite a few. I'd say quite a few, about 3 or 4. It is 7:30 at night, and we get, in the thorns of winter, we're dealing with some sort of settlement, possibly. Okay. I was going to turn the EQ back up again, so get past that bit. I'm keeping an eye on this just to see if there is anything in this area. Interesting. I'll turn the down. I think it's important if you take a spectrum, just use your normal volume, don't amplify it. There. You can hear it when you turn it up. I'm just going to take a screenshot of that, because that is similar to some of the others that we've got. It's this very tower-like frequency which I find so intriguing. There's no spill like you would see with the thumps. You saw this massive spectral frequency. This is very, very tight. Video before, there's multiple sounds apart from the one strange noise and 2 thumps. This is just background noise picked up by the amplifier, and it'll disappear if I lift that down. See, it's gone now. Okay. Incredibly loud, that. And there's 2 of them. What I'm going to do, I'm actually just going to, is it 2.5 seconds, so I just put a thud. It's not a normal rap sound, that. And I'm going to mark the other one as well. Right. Okay. Call it thud 2. Now, what is interesting, if my memory serves me correctly, there were 2 other thuds somewhere with a time difference between 2.5 and 12 seconds. I think it's that one. There you go. The trigger object lights up at 2 seconds and 12 seconds. And now, the following day, we've got 2 thuds, 1 at 2 seconds, which is what triggers the camera, and 1 at 12 seconds. The mathematical formulas of some of this phenomena is the one that is incredibly intriguing. It's not about coincidences, it's about is there any sort of sequence to the captures, if it's sound, if it's light anomalies, whatever, manifestations, that type of thing, ball movements, and we seem to be getting them. I don't think the 2-second one is important, because that's what the camera tends to be triggered by, and it'll capture that bit. It's the 12-second one which is intriguing, because when you get into some of the other mathematics, particularly these raps, we were getting multiple raps earlier, this is a couple of days before, we're getting 6-second intervals. And now we're dealing with, I'm just gonna bowl that, let's make that stand out. So the pace, is that a coincidence that the day before we had the lights vibrate on, 1 at 2 seconds, 1 at 12 seconds, 24 hours later, 24, maybe 30 hours later, 36 hours later, we've got the 2 thuds, 1 at 2 seconds and 1 at 12 seconds. I'll note that down anyway. I've saved the actual frequency captures, the screenshots for that. I'll write all that one down. I've got no explanation for the thuds, because at the end of the day, because it's actually in the ceiling area, had somebody, you know, this is up past 7 at night, if someone entered the room and just simply let a door go, one of the other cameras would pick it up, but in normal circumstances they don't. They don't actually pick it up, otherwise we'll be inundated with CCTV alerts, and we simply don't get them. So I don't know. It's the more we've gone on with this building, the more complex and confusing it's become. But I think it's important that we look for patterns, and that's a pattern that sort of stands out again. And as we go, because I know we've got 30, I think another 30 odd movies to look at, there may be others that may sort of prove that theory right or wrong, because if you have got a sequence, it needs to be repeated, not just, but we sometimes get one-off sort of stuff. So okay, that's another one into the unexplained file. I think that one. See you on the next movie.